Well, here we are on YouTube, and here you are for another One Direction reaction. We've done a lot of One Direction on this channel. In fact, it's over 2 years now that we first were introduced to One Direction. Just when I think we've reacted to every possible One Direction thing out there, including all of the behind the scenes for the X Factor, we get something else. That's what we have right here, right now. Hey, this is from Pixie. I think Pixie's here in this chat. Pixie gave us this song called Olivia. Hey, fun fact, I was going to name one of my daughters Olivia, and I never did. Instead, I named her Oriana. This is written by Harry and is usually played at his concerts whilst you're waiting for him to start. This is one of Pixie's favorite songs written from Harry ever. Says it sounds kind of like the Beatles, and it was recorded with strings at Abbey Road. So there you go. If you wonder who Olivia is, the answer is, and this is from Harry, is Olivia even a person? Is Olivia an emotion? Is she, I can't do this. Okay. Is she a place? We don't know.
I like how Harry just allows you to, whatever the song means to you. What I like about Harry is like, whatever you want it to be. It's a song. I don't have to tell you why I wrote it. You don't just, whatever the song is to you, it's to you. Some artists elicit with some fandoms exhausting discussions about the meaning of every freaking lyric. It's just a song with words. Just enjoy the song, and whatever the lyrics are, they are.
Where they just get like ravenous about who's right and who's wrong, and
it's weird. We've had in our comments for like, how come you guys didn't say? So thank you, Harry, for understanding that the lyrics are the lyrics. See, Harry does ask 3 questions. He goes, is Olivia an emotion, a place, or a person?
Remember the day we were giving up, when you told me I didn't give you enough, and all of your friends were saying I'll be leaving you. She's lying in bed with my t-shirt on, just thinking how I went about it wrong. This isn't the stain of a red wine, I'm bleeding, look. Please believe me, don't you see the things you mean to me? Oh, I love you, I love you, I love, I love, I love Olivia. I live for you, I long for you, Olivia. I've been idolizing the light in your eyes, Olivia. I live for you, I long for you, Olivia. Don't let me go. Don't let me go. Say what you're feeling and say it now, 'cause I got the feeling you're walking out, and time is irrelevant when I've not been seeing you. The consequences of falling out, that's something I'm having nightmares about. These are the reasons I'm crying out to be with you. Please believe me, don't you see the things you mean to me? Oh, I love you, I love you, I love, I love, I love Olivia. I live for you, I long for you, Olivia. I've been idolizing the light in your eyes, Olivia. I live for you, I long for you, Olivia. Don't let me go. Don't let me go. When you go and I'm alone, you live in my imagination. Summertime, butterflies, all belong to your creation. I love you, that's all I do. I love you. I live for you, I long for you, Olivia. I've been idolizing the light in your eyes, Olivia. I live for you, I long for you, Olivia. Don't let me go. Don't let me go. Don't let me go. No way.
We're even doing the Beatles.
oh yeah,
Cacophony of noise at the end of a song.
That's a good
joke. My fingers are bleeding.
telling us about the Beatles is good, because then we're not just going to like fixate on that
Right.
as the thing. Because I think it's good to point out obviously it's a great homage to the Beatles. They're honoring the Beatles by singing in a similar style. Oh, the reason why they said Olivia has nothing to do with somebody knowing someone named Olivia. It just works with the lyrics. That's the whole point. It's I love you, I love you, I love you, Olivia. It just kind of like rolls off the tongue very easily. That's the point. It's a fun song intended to be in that style of the Beatles. These last couple of songs we've had feels like the best One Direction songs saved to the end. We went through all the classics at the beginning. I feel like we went through all the like, oh, you got to hear this song, you hear this song. And they were good songs. But this last handful, because these are all from the last albums, have been some of the better songs that I think I've heard from One Direction. And this is no exception.
Well said. Well said. Beatles, check. Olivia, I agree. It's not a real person. It's almost obvious. I'm surprised anyone even asks. People waste people's time with stupid questions.
Yeah.
It's a good thing that is it about a girl named Olivia, Harry? It's a good thing that girl's name wasn't Stacy or Rachel. Yeah. I love you, Rachel. It's a play on words. I would suspect they did the chorus part first, and then Olivia kind of rolled off or something like that. Olivia, something like that. So obviously, it's a homage to the Beatles. They're another UK band. One Direction, let's be honest, they almost had Beatle-like hysteria, quite frankly, from the same neck of the woods. And so for them to do a Beatle-esque type song, why not? It's almost on the nose. You could almost argue, had this in an alternate universe, we could never do this. But if this song was performed by the Beatles in 1960, let's say 66, if this song was performed by circa Beatles 66 before they went hippie, nobody would have thought anything of it. This would have been a Beatles song. This is like a recreate a Beatles-esque song and have fun with it. And they did. They even just almost sang it like a Paul and John type singing. So they had fun with it. Why not? Obviously, it's heavily influenced, and they leaned into it to the point where it was just an homage to the Beatles, which is fantastic. And they did a great job. It's like they covered a song without covering a song from the Beatles. So it's actually, I don't know if that's even harder to do.
I love when Louis comes in too. A little bit of the raspy John sound when he goes high with it. It sounds very Hey Jude to me.
Bex brings up an interesting thing here. She said that this album was approached differently. They were writing what they wanted without having to think about how it would be live. And that's interesting because that's what the Beatles did at the end of their career. The Beatles stopped touring at the end of their career. They did their last couple of albums without touring, last 2 to 3, I think. So they did the same kind of approach. That's why all their sounds were experimental and crazy and strings, because they knew we were not going to go live with this stuff. So who cares? So, all right. Thanks, everyone. Thanks to Pixie. As always, I think we're getting near the end of this album. We must be at this point, but boy. Yeah. If you're enjoying this, we're doing the X Factor journey to One Direction, and I think that'll be it. We'll put a pin in One Direction. So, all right.
Someone will dig something up, right? You know this somebody will. Yeah. Thanks, everybody, for joining. It was a lot of fun. See you in the next one.